So now we're going to nomenclature. I told you why we need nomenclature, right? Because we have so many carbon compounds, it's very difficult to memorize the names of all. So we have some system of naming. Who gave the system of naming? IUPAC. What is this IUPAC? It is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. They decided how to name the compounds. So while naming the compounds, we split the word into three parts: prefix, root word, suffix. What all comes under prefix? You just learnt in the previous section. Halogens alone. Suffix, all the remaining functional groups. In prefix, we have an additional thing that I'll be teaching you a little later: alkyl groups. Alkyl groups also come under prefix. What is this alkyl groups? You don't know yet. You will get to know. Root word is basically the number of carbons. The number of carbons present. So now, first we'll understand what are the different root words. If I have one carbon present, then my root word will be meth. If I have two carbons present, my root word will be eth. If I have three carbons present, my root word will be prop. If I have four carbons present, my root word will be but. If I have five carbons present, my root word will be pent. If I have six carbons present, my root word will be hex. Until here, you definitely need to know. We'll be dealing with most of the compounds within hex. After that, you have hept, that is 7, oct, that is 8, non, which is 9, and dec, which is 10. Okay, till hex is what I am going to be teaching you. Let us now begin with the first series, alkane series. I told you under homologous series we have something called the alkane series, and I also told you alkanes as an example of saturated carbon compounds. So let us see what is alkane series. All of you look. So I have taken alkane. So first carbon, take C. Put H. Each carbon needs 4 bonds. So wherever you don't know what to put H. Hydrocarbon easiest. H, 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 H. So this one's the structure. Formula CH4. CH4. C. 1 carbon. So 1 carbon, root word meth. All are single bonds. All are single bonds. Methane or methane, A-N-E. It comes from the word alkane. Okay. Next. Carbon, carbon, 2 carbons. They are bonded with a single bond. They are linked with a single bond. Put the remaining hydrogens. It needs 3 more. 1 occupied. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. CH3 bonded with 1 more CH3. Or the name, if you combine everything, the formula C2H6. 2 carbon atoms, eth, all are single bonds, comes A-N-E, ethane. Let's proceed a little. 3 carbon atoms needs 1, 2, 3 bonds, H, H, H. 2 are already linked. It has 2 more, H, H. It has 3 more. So CH3, CH2, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH3. Or in other words, C3H8, propane. C3H8, propane. Observe here, 2CH4, if I add 1 C, I will get C2. From 4 to 6, I have to add 2. C2H6, from C2 if I want to go to C3, add 1 C, and H6 to become H8 I have to add a 2. So every successive member is differing by a CH2 group. Do you remember in homologous series we told you it has the same functional group, similar chemical properties, and every successive member differs by a CH2 group. It's differing by a CH2 group. In some textbooks or guides, instead of saying differ by a CH2 group, they say vary by a 14 unit mass. How 14 atomic unit mass? Each carbon 12, hydrogen 1, there are 2 hydrogens. So 14 unit mass. So 14 atomic unit mass or atomic mass unit. So here it's differing by a 14 atomic mass unit. Each successive member is differing by a CH2 group of 14 atomic mass unit. That is all. That was what we included in the definition of homologous series. Understood now why CH2 there? Why did we say CH2? Yes. Okay, so methane, ethane, propane. Let's now go to the next member, butane, pentane, hexane. Come on. So do it with me. 4 carbon atoms. So how many H's? H, H, H. How many H's? H, H. How many H's? H, H. How many H's? 3. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. C4, H10. Count and see. C4, H10. Name, because there are 4 carbon atoms, root word but, all are single bonds, give the suffix ane. Butane. Next, pentane. You all know how to draw the structure. I won't be doing it. I will directly go in for formula. See here. So CH3, you can observe the end carbons have the H3. So CH3, CH2, 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 4, fifth one CH3. Add and see, it will be C5H12, pent, all single bonds ane. Now, next carbon atom, again structure I won't be doing. If I directly write this, you try it out. I'll write the formula directly. C6H14. Ma'am, how did you tell the formula so fast? Because we know a general formula for alkane series. The general formula for alkane series is given by CnH2n plus 2. Let's see how. If n is 6, C6H, 2 into 6 plus 2, 2 into 6, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, C6H14. Name, hexane. Can we use this formula for any number? Let's say the number was 17. Can I? Yes. C17, H2 into 17, 34, 34 plus 2, 36. So it will become C17H36. So this is the general formula of alkane. So after that, if I ask you for any number of carbon, you should be able to write the alkane member. Okay, now I want to in specific discuss butane, pentane and hexane. We'll take one at a time. Let me start with butane. So in butane, what did we do? I won't show the bonds of H separately because now you understood what that means. See, okay, let's show you how to do it without by hearting. Meaning, I have 4 carbon atoms. How many more H's does this one need? 3. So H3. How many H's? 2. H2. 2 because 2 are already occupied. 3. Understood how to write? Easy? Yes. So this, I told you, the name of this was butane. This is the IUPAC name. It has a common name called N-butane. N meaning normal butane. Why? What is abnormal butane then? There is no abnormal butane. I will show you why that name N-butane was given. Now see here. What was this formula of this butane? C4H10. Yes, C4H10. How? Use the formula CnH2n plus 2. C4, 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 2, 10. C4H10. Okay, now let us see what am I going to do with this now. If I have 4 carbon atoms, I am going to remove this one carbon atom and keep it here. Is it a different compound or same compound is the question now. Now let's say this is the chain. This is the chain here. If I simply lift this up, will the chain change? Will the chain change? No. So you have to be careful. This root word that we learned for meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex, they all come from selecting the longest parent chain. What do I mean by that? Select the longest carbon chain possible. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Longest is 4. So it gets the word but itself. Or put the H's. It's the same. You can check, it's ditto. Only difference is it's bent up. We've not done anything else. It is butane only. So this compound is the same as this. No change. So the next question comes. What if I remove this carbon and put it at position 2? Then what happens? Now it's not the same, because if I have 1, 2, 3, if I have this long chain here and I'm cutting this and I'm replacing it with somewhere in between, it is not a part of the same chain. You're cutting it and replacing it. It's not the same as then. If I bend it back, will I get this? I won't get it. So here the naming now becomes, first add the H's. How many H's does this need? 3. How many H's does this need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So only one H. 3, 3. Please observe. Root word means select the longest carbon chain. Longest carbon chain 1, 2, 3. You can go for the numbering like this also. You can go from left to right or right to left. Which one will be correct? The number which gives the lowest number to the additional group, that is correct. Whichever number is given to the lowest, the group attached that gets the lowest number, the numbering order which gives the lowest number, that numbering is correct. Here both give 2, so you can select any one. I am selecting the above one. Here if you observe, there are 3 carbons in the long chain. So it becomes prop because it has 3. All are single bonds. What about this person here? What does this mean? Okay. So now before I teach you the naming of this, all of you will have to put a note. Put a note below that and we'll write it down on top. If you take an alkane and you remove a hydrogen from it, it will give you an alkyl group. CH4 minus H gives CH3, which is not a satisfied compound. It's a group because one H is missing, so one bond is pending. Name of this group is methyl group. I told you while showing you nomenclature, root word, prefix, suffix. Under prefix I told you alkyl groups are included. I wrote it in red and I told you we'll discuss it later. This is what I'm telling. Next, CH3, CH3, or in other words C2H5. Remove one H, represented as CH3, CH3. Remove one H, so it becomes 2. One bond pending. Or in other words C2H5, because C2H6, this is C2H6, C2H6, from that I am removing one H, so it became C2H5. This is known as ethyl group. Similarly from propane, if you remove a H, you will get propyl group. Okay, till here I hope it's clear. Now come back to this compound over here. Okay, so this root word is prop because the longest carbon chain has 3 carbons. All of them are single bonds ANE. At position 2, I have an alkyl group, that is nothing but the methyl group. Methyl is prefix, alkyl groups are all prefix. So at position 2, I have methyl. So the name of this compound becomes 2-methyl propane. 2-methyl propane. The common name of this compound is isobutane. The common name of this compound is isobutane. What is the formula of this compound? C4, count the H's, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. C4H10. This is also C4H10, this is also C4H10. Their molecular formulas are the same, but please observe their structures are different. Their molecular formulas are the same, but their structures are different. Such compounds are called isomers. What are isomers? Isomers are those compounds that have the same molecular formula but different structural formula. Such compounds are called isomers. So we just learned the isomers of butane. Next we'll be learning the isomers of pentane. Before we go there, I have a small question for you all. So now we learned C, right? And we took this carbon and we put it on top. If I take this carbon and instead of putting it on top, if I put it down, is this different from this person? Is this different or is it the same? See, understand, if you are able to turn around the branch and you are able to get back the same carbon, then it is the same. Why? Because I told you, if I have this, I just turned this and put it up. It is the same thing because I can turn it back and get the original compound. So here also, can I turn it back and get the original compound? I can, without changing the position. Around the same carbon, I can turn back and get the same compound without changing the position. So it is same. It is same. This was same as the first one. This and this is same. If this I put it down, it still remains same. Why? Because it's belonging to the same carbon. If I just switch its position, it still remains same. So how many isomers of butane do you have? 2 isomers. What are the isomers? Butane and 2-methyl propane. What are the common names? N-butane because it's normal butane, and the other one is isobutane, which now brings us to the next part that we're going to study, pentane. We're going to study isomers of pentane. Okay, now let's begin. So we have 5 carbon atoms. Put the H's, H3, H2, H2, H2 and H3. Formula C5H12. You can count. IUPAC name pentane. Common name N-pentane, normal pentane. Now next. I remove the last carbon atom and I place it here. Any change? No. It is still the same as first because I can put it back. I have not changed the position. When I say change position, it has to change. Okay, now next question. Let's start from the first person. I have removed the last carbon atom and I have placed it here. Any change? Still no. Why? Because if I put it back, you will see I get the same compound. See? How do we know that, ma'am? We can't do that in the exam, keep putting it back and seeing. You are erasing very easily. So you have to count the longest chain and see. Count longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Longest chain is 5. 5 is nothing but pent itself. So I already finished pent, right? So no change. This is no change with respect. All these are same. All these are pentane only. I hope that part is clear. So we finished position 1 and position 4. Now my 2 options are, let me put it over here. Fine. So I put this carbon here now. Put the remaining H's, H3, H2, H, H3, H3. Okay. Count the carbons. You have 5 carbons and formula C5H12 itself. Okay. Now is it different? Yes, it is obviously different because even if I switch it back, I won't get the same answer. If I put it down, it's the same as this what I have written. You can put down or up, anything is fine. I taught you the difference in the previous example. My question to you here now is, what is the name of this compound? Select the longest carbon chain. I have one option as 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 carbon atoms, or my next option 1, 2, 3, 4, again 4 carbon atoms, or my next option 1, 2, 3, 4, or again 1, 2, 3, 4. I told you ordering, the number order can be according to you, like try different methods, but the group should get the lowest number. So if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them are giving me 4, so I am going to leave this out. Now in 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 here, the group is getting number 3. The group is getting number 3. In this 1, 2, 3, 4, this group is getting number 2. So which one will I pick? I'll pick the lower order. I'll pick the lower order. So I'll erase this off. Why? Because the lower number, the locant, this extra group, branched group is called a locant. The locant is getting the lower number. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 and this was getting the lower number. Now let's try to name the compound. Longest carbon chain 4. Root word is bute. All of them are single bonds. All of them are single bonds. Butane. At position 2, I have CH3. CH3 is nothing but methane minus 1H. CH4 minus 1H, that is CH3. What is the name? Methyl. I taught you methyl and ethyl, right? Methyl group. So at position 2, I have a methyl. So it becomes 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl-butane. Common name of this compound, isopentane. Which now brings me to my next question. I had these 4 carbons, right? Instead of position 1 and position 4, we can't do. Position this I put. Now what if I put the position here? What if I put the position here? Are these two the same or different? Let us now understand that. Please look. So here at position 2, I have this carbon here, right, from the back. If I simply turn this, I am not moving, I am simply turning the stick. I am getting this. So basically it's the same compound. Now see here, you are seeing it from here, position 2. If I simply turn this from here. So for you from right it is position 2. For me from left it is position 2. So are you seeing? So basically it's the same compound. How do I know that, ma'am? You can try the numbering order. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower number 2. So you stick to this number. This is nothing but bute. Yes, 4 carbons, butane. At position 2, I have methyl. 2-methyl butane. Same as this. So these two compounds are the same. I hope it is very, very clear how they are the same. Because I won't be teaching you this again when I do alkene and alkyne. Okay. Now, are these the only 2 isomers possible of butane? No, we have one more. So I told you we took 1 carbon atom and we placed it here. Now I will remove one more carbon atom from this end and place it here. You will see now, put the H's, H3, 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 H3. Carbons at the end always need a H3. This carbon already has 4 bonds occupied. C5, H12 again. C5, H12 again. But now what is the IUPAC naming of this compound? What is the IUPAC naming of this compound? Select the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3. From here also 1, 2, 3. At position 2 you have 2 groups. So 1, 2, 3. Only 3. So it becomes prop. 3 means prop. At position 2 I have 1 methyl group. At position 2 I have 1 more methyl group. 2 methyl groups. Both the methyl groups are at position 2. 2, 2 hyphen. Between a number and the word you should always put hyphen. 2, 2 dimethyl. One word. Dimethyl propane. 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Prop root word. Dimethyl comes from the 2 groups added. Ane is all the single bonds. All of them have the same formula but different structures, so we can call this as isomers of pentane. Also, what is the common name of this compound that we just learned? This one's name is neopentane. Okay, now the different isomers of hexane. Hexane, 6 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H part you will all know how to do, fill up the H's, I am not going to do it now. So, this becomes hexane. Okay, IUPAC name is hexane. Next, remove one carbon atom and place it elsewhere. No use placing it at the ends because it makes no difference. It is just going to come back and become the normal hexane. So, let us try at position 2. Okay. Now, the numbering, lower number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 4, 2 is better. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons, so pent, all single bonds A and E. At position 2, I have 1 carbon, that is 1 alkyl group. So, 2 methyl pentane. Now, the next one. Instead of position 2, I will put it here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both of them get 3. So, I will stick to this. Again pentane, but it is at position 3, the alkyl group. So, 3 methyl pentane. Next, try at position 4. Is this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please observe, this is nothing but 2. So, it is nothing but 2 methyl pentane, which is same as this. I just explained here, see that this is here. If I simply turn this compound, I get this. Have I changed the position? No. So, from different side you are seeing. Just because I am seeing, let us say I am seeing this from here, if I look from the other side, is it different? No, it is the same object. So, just because I am changing the direction of view, it does not mean the substance is new. Okay? So, it is still the same substance. So, this compound is same as this, we reject this. Ma'am, can I write this instead of this? Please feel free to do that. You can even write this, you can write this or this, any one. Okay? So, this one I will just put it aside so that you know that you can write this also. Okay? So, I am putting it over here. This is allowed. Fine. Went to the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any one you can follow. What is the next possible structure? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 we removed and placed anywhere, keep it anywhere. Up or down does not matter. If I keep it down or the same, right? This up and down same. Remove one more carbon atom. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Remove one more carbon atom and place it the center. It's obviously different from these. Yes. Try the numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4. At position 2 you have a methyl group. At position 3 you have a methyl group. Put the H's if you want. Not if you want. You have to always put the H. I am not putting it here. So, now what happens? At position 2 I have a methyl group. At position 3 I have a methyl group. This is 4 carbon atoms. So, the name becomes but. All are single bonds A and E. At position 2 I have a methyl. At position 3 I have a methyl. 2, 3 dimethyl butane. So, I finished 4 isomers of hexane. Is there any other isomer that is possible? So, I had this right initially, that one more carbon atom I placed it here. Instead of placing it there, what if I place it here? Then you can observe H3, 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 H2, H3. Here 4 are already occupied. So, go for the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower numbers 2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also butane. But at position 2, I have 2 methyl groups, 2, 2 dimethyl butane. Yes? So these are the 5 isomers of hexane. The next homologous series, alkene. Alkene means there should be at least one double bond between 2 carbon atoms. So can I have only one carbon atom and a double bond? No, because I need minimum 2 carbon atoms to have a double bond. So there is no methene in the series. The first member will be eth, no meth. Okay, so fill up the H's. How many H's does this need? 1 H, 2, 1 H, 1 H, 3, 4. So it becomes CH2, double bond CH2, and the name goes eth, root word 2, ene, because it's alkene series. Next, C, 3, put double bond anywhere, put your remaining H's, H2, H, H3. Now what does it become? Propene. How propene? Numbering 1, 2, 3. Double bond lies between 1 and 2. Choose a lower number 1. Prop 1-ene or 1-propene or just propene. If you don't mention the number, it means double bond is at position 1. All are same. Now, what if I put the double bond here? Then will it become 2-propene? Double bond between 2 and 3, lower number 2, or prop-2-ene? No. Why? Because you should choose the lowest number. Numbering is also valid like this. If you choose 1, 2, 3 here, this is 2. If you choose 1, 2, 3 here, between 1 and 2, this is 1. So we will stick to the second number, which is still giving us prop 1-ene. How is it same? That is because if I keep this like this here and I change it here, isn't it the same? Same substance. View is different. That's all. So these two are the same compounds. Which now brings us to the 4 carbon chain member. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put double bond here. What will become the name now? Put the remaining H's. But. 1, 2, 3, 4. Between 1 and 2, lower number 1. So no need to write for 1. Butene. Next. What if the double bond is here? Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 is a lower number. You can write this as but-2-ene or 2-butene. I'll stick to this. You can write any one. Okay. So these two are the same, but they are isomers now because formulas are the same, but structures are different. Let me just group the formula. C2H4. Here C3H6. Here H2H, H2, H3. 3 plus 2, 5, 1, 6, 8. C4H8. If you observe, please observe from C2H4, if I want to jump to C3H6, I am adding a C and a H2. I am adding a C and a H2. In homologous series, every successive member differs by a CH2 group or 14 atomic mass unit. So, see, valid. The general formula of alkene, CnH2n, CnH2n. See, C4H24, 2 into 4, 8, valid. Is there one more isomer of butene? Let's check. Now, if I put the double bond here, is it any different? No, it is going to be the same as first one, just turned. So, I hope you are able to recognize that now. Now, take the first isomer and now play with that. So, remove one carbon and place it anywhere. If I place it here, it's no use, it comes back to the straight chain. So, now I am going to place it here. Let's place it down because there's no space. Okay. Put the H's, H2, 4 over, H3, H3, C4H8 again. So is it an isomer? Yes, it is. What will be the name of this? 1, 2, 3. Wrong, because lower number is 2. If I choose 1, 2, 3 like this, now lower number 1. So I have prop. At position 1 I have the double bond. At position 2 I have the methyl group. So 2-methyl propionine. 2-methyl propionine. These three are the isomers of butene. So if you learn isomers of butane, pentane, hexane and butene, it's enough. For the rest, no need. Next we go for pentane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the double bond anywhere. I put it here. Put the remaining H's. Since at position 1, pentene or pentonine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a double bond there. So it becomes hexene. So these are your alkene series. Can you tell the formula without counting the H's? Yes. C6H12. C5H2 into 5, 10. You can put the H's and count. You will get the same answer. Fine? Okay. The next series, alkyne series. Alkyl series means there should be at least one triple bond between two carbon atoms. So you need minimum of 2 carbon atoms. So therefore the first member is ethyne, not meth. There is no meth. So 2 carbon atoms with triple bond. It needs one more H, it needs one more H. Or you can write it as CH triple bond CH or C2H4. Sorry, C2H2. All of this is ethyne. Next, 3 carbon atoms, put triple bond here, put your remaining H's. What happens? C3, let's count the H, H3. Yes, C3H4, propyne. Why am I not putting a number? Because the triple bond at position 1. 4, put triple bond, H, H2, H3. 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. C4H6, butane. Observe from C2H2, if I want to go to C3H4, I am adding a C and a H2. I am adding a C and a H2. And the general formula of this is CnH2n minus 2. Try C4H24, 2 4s are 8, 8 minus 2, 6. Matching? Yes. Now, pentyne and hexyne. 5 carbon atoms, put the triple bond. So, put your remaining H's. Pent, there is one triple bond at position 1, pentyne. So, the formula of this C5H, 5 2s are 10 minus 2, 8. C5H8. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put the triple bond here. C6H10. Hexyne. Okay, this much. I just want to check whether you understood IUPAC naming, so I will try a few compounds here. Let us see if you are able to name it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's say I put it at this position, triple bond. So now what happens? You can choose the numbering from left to right or right to left, choose the lower number. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets position 4, 1, 2 gets position 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hex because 6 carbons. At position 2, between 2 and 3, choose a lower number, 2 ine or 2 hexyne, both are fine. Now before we go into the next series, since we know what is ethane, methane, ethyne, I had to cover this part under electron dot structures, but I didn't because you all didn't know what these compounds mean. So I'm doing it now. Methane. So you have to draw the electron dot structure of methane. It is CH4. Each carbon wants to bond with one hydrogen. So hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Now ethane. Ethane is nothing but 2 carbons, H3, H3. Just draw this. So 2 carbons, it needs to bond with each H. Show the electrons. For carbons, draw cross, and for the hydrogens you can draw dots. Is it necessary to show this dot and cross? No. So if you simply draw a line like this, it means there's one electron at this end and one electron at this end. So even if you leave it blank, it is okay. Ethene, I'm going to leave it blank. 2 carbon atoms, put a double bond, put the remaining H's. Ethyne, triple bond, needs one H, needs one H. You can put the H anywhere, even if you put it here, it's more than fine. Page 61, question 1. What would be the electron dot structure of carbon dioxide which has the formula CO2? We already did it. We drew the structure with the extra electrons. What would be the electron dot structure of a molecule of sulfur which is made up of 8 atoms of sulfur? That is nothing but the crown structure that we drew for sulfur. They've also said it's in the form of ring, crown, anything however you refer to it.